much different than you guys. They go real slow. What's the key of going up against a team that's so much different than the way you guys play?
Yeah, they play. It's a very unique game plan. They invert the floor a lot. They post up their guards. They run their system. It's been very successful for them, and we got to be prepared to guard anybody at any time in the post up. Guards, bigs, and then obviously they can shoot it at all 5 positions. And with Potter coming eligible here, as basically his conference play started, he's added a whole new element to that team with his skill set. So we're gonna have to be really sharp going out there. They set a ton of screens, try to get, like I said, different guys into the post. And we're gonna have to go out and hopefully do a good job of being physical and slowing it down and not allowing offensive rebounds where they can defend us. We have to defend through the clock, maybe for a second possession. So it's an important game to hopefully go out and get off to a good start.
You guys haven't started super well on the road in the last couple games, but then played really well in the second half. Is that they need you to yell at them? They need halftime what do you attribute to that?
Well, I sure hope it doesn't take that. It's actually I thought we got off to a decent start. If I'm not mistaken, at Northwestern, they went on the run about midway through the half. Kind of same thing happened in our last game at home against Indiana. Built the 9-point lead early. Then they went on their big run, and a lot of that had to do with transition. We did a great job early getting back, slowing them down. 7 of the 8 threes were defensive mistakes, or a straight line drive where they were able to kick out and we couldn't get to the shooter. Second half, the shots they made, that was part of the game plan. The big fella Brunks hits 2 runners from the free throw line, and Smith hits a 3, and those were the shots we were going to live with how we were going to pack the paint in. But I have been pleased with how our guys have continued to battle. When we dug a hole, we have continued to go out there and fight. Now, that 5-minute stretch where we're losing the lead or a team is extending the lead, if you have a 5-minute stretch where you're not sharp or you don't get back, you can lose that in a hurry, and things can get ugly in a hurry. And that's what's happened. It happened at Ohio State. Happened for a stretch at Northwestern, and it happened the other day against Indiana. So just the overall consistency of playing a 40-minute game will hopefully give us a chance to win.
Has there been a recurring theme in those stretches where those deficits get so big? Any kind of commonality in all those?
Yeah, actually, as good as we've been at taking care of the ball, there have been stretches when teams go on runs on us where either we don't take care of it, we take a bad shot, or we'll take a contested shot at the rim. And, we're getting our shot blocked way too much right now. And that has led to either a run out or we'll fall down as we go in there, and they're going down 5-on-4, and they're taking advantage of their numbers. So, that's what I've seen. It's really bad offense has led to some of those runs. That, and we'll try to chase a rebound when things aren't going well, not doing the things we're supposed to do. And again, teams are too good in this league, and they take advantage of you when they have numbers. And that's what's happened, when we go out and do things the right way and play together as a team. And I thought our ball movement, to be honest, was really good against Indiana the other night. And we made shots at a high level in the first half. But those 5 turnovers are critical, obviously, as we're making our comeback.
How do you balance wanting them to be aggressive and going to the rim, and also understanding that, because you've talked a lot about not trying to get your shot blocked or going against bigger guys. So, how do you balance, hey, go to the bucket, but also don't try and do something that is not going to work?
Well, we want to continue to try to create long closeouts, whether it's a shot opportunity or you attack the long closeout, and then it's a chain reaction. Then you hopefully suck in the defense and you get the next long closeout and give the next guy an opportunity to either get a shot or attack. It's when we try to go in when the defense sucks in and shoot a contested shot against a 7-footer where we're playing against very physical players in a lot of length. So getting in there and talking about spacing on the backside, and then just continue to try to create those closeouts where hopefully something good will happen, whether the shot goes in or not. You want to create obviously the good look to where you can have floor balance and get back in transition. But those are the type of possessions that we want to have, whether the shot goes in or not.
Sure.
How much more of a challenge is it to establish tempo against a team like Wisconsin with the way they play?
That's a sweet hat. I just noticed that. That's big time. It's what'd you say? Oh, tempo.
I'm talking about the hat.
No, it is important, to hopefully go out there, but it's going to take getting stops. They're so good at getting back. They don't give you anything easy. There's good not only as any team in the league, but any team in the country making you work for everything you get. They get back in transition. They're packed in the paint. They swarm the ball. So we're going to have to make simple plays. We're not going to be able to get in there in the gaps like you can against certain teams. But yeah, tempo is important in a game like this.
Does it make every possession a little bit more important just because you have so few?
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to say possessions are more important in one game more than another, but we want to go out and have good possessions in every game that we play. But in something like this where the tempo is an important factor, you do want to go out there and again, if you dig a little bit of a hole, you can't get it all back at once. You got to still come down and trust the offense, trust the movement that it will create good looks for us.
Coach Kim had 20 points the other night. Do you foresee a point where you maybe tell him to look for his shot a little bit more as opposed to distributing the ball?
Yeah, I mean, I thought he had a really good mix in the first half. I thought he was aggressive, looking for a shot when teams would go under on a down screen when he was coming up to the top of the floor. He had a couple of really nice takes to the basket. He got himself to the free throw line. And, the one thing about Cam, I think he does a really good job at taking what the defense gives him, whether it's an under off a pin down and he's shooting the ball with a lot more confidence than he was earlier in the year, or if that defense is sucked in, he's such a willing passer and generally makes the right play. I think the true sign of a great point guard is when you make tough plays look easy, and he certainly does that.
Yeah, now that there's a little more film on him, are teams choosing to defend him differently than they were at the start of the season?
There's some teams are trying to get the ball. They'll stay with him in the pick and roll until he gets it out of his hands, and we'll try to run different actions for Cam, whether it's getting the defense shifted, getting the ball swung side to side, get him back on a kind of a misdirection type play, or we'll open up the slot and give him the slot to attack. As opposed to bringing the screener up. And, again, we feel really good when the ball's in his hands. He's, I think, leading the league in assists in games played, and, he's top 10, top 15 nationally. So, when you have that guy that goes out there and makes the right play, it's a great luxury to have.
When you went through the last 10 minutes of that game, when you guys could have cut it to maybe a little bit, what were the lessons that you gave your team on closing games? What did you talk about?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, the turnovers obviously were a big part of that, but we continue to guard and we continue to rebound. That was a thing that I really liked late in that game. Gave up a big free throw rebound late, but I thought we rebounded at a high level, and that got us out. And then, it was almost like we were in too much of a rush, too much of a hurry when we got that thing to 8. And, just trying to go down and get it really quickly. Even when we had it to 6, we had a couple of rush shots with 50 seconds, a ton of time. Continue to try to go down there and make the right play and get an open look. I thought we took some contested ones when we could have attacked the basket. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.